Happy Thanksgiving, you guys, though. But yeah, so I thought obviously a great outcome this past week. It was great to get another win, and I was really happy for not only the team but the special teams guys to go ahead and really contribute positively in a way to help win the football game, and that's been our philosophy all year, and just to affect the game positively, and I think they did that. But obviously a big test this week, going to San Fran, and we got to make sure we're ready to go. It's a good group, and we got to make sure we're dialed in and ready to go ahead and help our team win some more football games.
Is there anything that you've learned particularly about just Greg Joseph's demeanor as you see him go through all of these late game moments? It seems every week he's got to step up and make a kick.
Yeah, and again, and that's a big thing in terms we talk about. I mean, it doesn't matter the kick in terms of if it's a game winner or if it's a first field goal or PAT of the game. I mean, we got to have the same mindset every time we get up there, and got to be able to attack the ball and win the moment. And that's what we talk about. And his demeanor's been great, out there. I mean, he was ready to go ahead and, unfortunately after that PAT miss, he was ready to go ahead and get and attack the next one. And that's what you want to see, as opposed to a guy just, not really looking for the challenge. But he was ready to go ahead and step up, and we knew that he was going to, at some point, he was going to have to probably win a game. And, you never know in those situations.
What does familiarity with a kicker do for you as a coach? Like, the longer you're around a guy, what can that do for you in terms of just knowing him and adjusting things or whatever it may be?
Yeah, I know when to pick and choose and when to talk to him and how to adjust it, but just kind of observe, from afar, and then go ahead and talk to him and walk him through the situation and talk to him. But I mean, he's a great pro, and the way he approaches everything, and just get him to calm down. And like the first thing we talked about right after that PAT, we said, hey, we got to go ahead and have a great kickoff right here, and that's our next kick. So let's go put a good one together and allow these guys to go ahead and cover. So that's it's good to go ahead and obviously have that I guess the camaraderie with the guys and understand how they tick. But that's part of my job to figure that out early and often, and understand how to can best motivate them.
Does that change at all with different kickers? You've been here long enough to have seen a lot of different ones that probably approach it a lot of different ways. Is that process of managing them after a miss, is that something you have to kind of individualize with each guy?
Yeah, and I think it's not just kickers, though. I think it goes to every individual, every player on the team. I think you approach them differently. I don't think you just go ahead and say, just do an umbrella and just say, I'm going to talk to everyone and approach them the same way, motivate them the exact same way. I think everyone's individuals, and we got to find a way and what makes them tick, how they best respond to adversity, and how they can go ahead and, if they are in a rut, to get them out of it. But if they're playing well, how to go ahead and handle them in those situations. So I think it's an individual basis at all positions.
Getting Josh Metellus back potentially, like, what can he do for your coverage phases again and his roles on special teams?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously he's a big integral part of our special teams and our success that we've had, and as this team as well. But so yeah, it would be great to get him back. Once he gets cleared, and we'll see how it shakes out. But the rest of the guys, they did a great job picking up the slack and being just ready to help this team. And if it has to be that way this week, we've got a plan and we're ready to go. And the guys are they're fired up, ready to go ahead and make their impact on Sunday.
Is it any harder to, I guess, prepare for like kicking and punting when you get late into the season where it's cold here, so the team's practicing indoors, but then you have an outdoor game? Like,
yeah,
practice indoors and.
Yeah, there's challenges with that. Mainly, it's challenges in terms of when you want to go ahead and when we have an indoor game, and we're inside, because then you got to find ways to go ahead and kick, and there's only obviously one field, and you're trying to figure it out. But like this week, we got with our kicker, we went outside. We got our period with practice on Wednesdays and Thursdays on field goals, and we went outside, and we got to work in outside, and with the elements of the wind and kicking on grass, and just being able to see that ball travel the distance, and those. So we did that both on Wednesday and Thursday. So our guys really have a good mindset with that and the way they approach it, and it's important. That's going to happen. We got a couple more obviously outdoor games, but we'll get to those as the season progresses. But yeah, there is a little challenges, especially when it's indoor games. Good deal. I appreciate it, guys. All right.
Thanks
Have a good one.